Hello and welcome to DDOCaSplat. We're a static group that plays on Khyber. We have a lot of fun, and we're running the Veil. We're going to run Cold Chamber so people don't have a lot of fun, and then we can have fun afterwards, or something like that.
Don't watch us if you have jumping sickness.
So, are you guys back into hardcore after your deaths, or?
I am.
Yay!
She spent the whole weekend playing.
Yeah, I did.
Blood for punishment.
Yep, I'm back up to where I was when I left.
There's
Well,
actually a
almost.
character I ran into who his first name was Glutton, and his surname was for punishment.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I think Glutton died a couple of times.
We figured he died because he wasn't on the leaderboard with us when he was when we had logged off, or he wasn't. No, he wasn't in the guild. That's what it was. We got back on the next day or something. So I'm kind of toying what I want with. What do I want to do for trying to do Reaper? Like what build I want to use. I have an idea for one that I kind of already started, which is 14 Barbarian, 6 Ranger. Like a 2-weapon fighting kind of thing.
That could be fun. I could see the appeal to that.
Yeah, and it's Scourge, so
Ranger
like
at heart.
plus like heavy maces, you get an extra sacred bonus to multiplier, I think. The other idea would be to be a barbarian bear. I almost went on elite. I'm kind of used to running everything on elite right now.
Arcot's running right now? Is a barbarian bear?
Arcot's doing pure druid, I think.
Ah.
I think he's been running a pure druid.
Oh, we should. I didn't think about grabbing a Ireland.
It's okay.
Usually runs pure
Yeah,
builds.
I'll grab somebody out of the store.
I have my owl bear.
That's good enough. We'll pretend that's Arcot. Looks the same almost.
Little bit of a prettier face. Still missing Fennekus. He must have been the one behind me.
No,
yeah,
I was,
I'm well behind, but go ahead. I know my way.
So, how was
You
the
can
first weekend of football for people?
It was good.
Disappointing for me.
My defense is good. My offense needs work.
Question. Question: is your defense that good, or was their offense that bad?
No, the defense was
Well,
good.
it's only week 1. Who knows?
I mean, I didn't really watch the game. I kind of had it on in the background, so like
No,
I'm
it
actually
was pretty
legitimately
much.
asking the
It
question.
was kind of decided that.
Holy Reapers!
Yeah, watch out, dude.
That button. Ooh, owie.
Ooh, owie, owie, owie. Watch out.
Cannot heal fast enough.
Okay, I'm coming. There you go.
Woo! That was sporting.
Yeah, so, and Keith is playing the cleric, and we're like, oh, he goes, oh, well, go ahead, well, don't wait for me.
You guys are fine.
It's just the cell. Well, I got popped really good off the start and
It's not
plagued, so
permanent out here.
Yeah,
it kind of felt like it. I know it's not, but my brain is kind of hardwired right now. It's like, dying, don't die.
Yep.
Did you see my my tweet this weekend?
not
They
sure.
had so they asked like what everyone's DDO plans were for the weekend.
I saw that.
Yeah, and I said don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die in that order.
In that order.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Did we clear out the top? Nope, there's a beast.
No, there's still some stuff left.
Ooh.
The Seahawks managed to not lose the game. They were
Saw
playing.
that.
It didn't.
The Falcons didn't.
No.
Well, it kept my husband busy, but he made him unhappy. He's a big Steelers fan.
Yeah,
I was
I
just
didn't
gonna
really
say
watch
that-
that
that-
game, but I saw
Oh,
kind
that
of
game. That game was as boring as a $1 bill.
Not if you were a Patriots fan.
No, well, if you were a Patriots fan, you were asleep by the second quarter.
Did you see the score to the Dolphins?
Yeah. So after that game, I came online and I said to Beavis, I said, "Oh man, did your team just get shellacked or what?" And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." But yeah, I thought the score at halftime was 42-0.
42-10, I think, at halftime.
Something. Yeah, it was bad.
No, they got creamed.
There's some Remy's.
Anyone need Featherfall?
Yes, please.
Wait, I don't want it, so here. Or do I want it? Where's my Featherfall item?
I have one
Yeah,
tucked
you-
away.
all
but
right,
it's been
well.
2 weeks
You're
since
gonna
I've
take a
really
little
played.
damage.
Oh, I'm apparently wearing one.
We'll find out soon enough.
No, my boots are featherfalling boots. They're the what's it called? The iconic ones, so I
Oh,
don't recognize them out of hand.
My poor owlbear keeps falling like a brick and then jumping back to me.
I didn't change my
yeah.
pet from last week. Hey, look, another Plague Reaper. Ay, ay, ay.
How can you see anything?
I'm down here already.
Oh,
I just jumped down. Ow. Ow. Stupid Plague Reaper.
Uh-huh.
How long?
That'll teach you to wear your boots.
No, it
I
won't.
see another Reaper up ahead too.
I think this is the first time I've died in like a month. I'm ready.
Okay.
Now I can concentrate on cleansing this area. Find where.
Don't forget to pick up your key.
I got it.
It's probably better that she has it. I might be a little
Yeah,
reckless
probably.
today. I get to play with the gloves off a little bit here.
That's true.
Yeah, I get to die.
Yeah, you get to splat a little.
Still
Hey,
can't.
there's your buddy, the Plague Reaper.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't have a ghost touch weapon at the moment. It's part of my problem.
I don't think I ever run without Ghostly anymore.
This guy just doesn't like.
Not conducive to that sort of thing.
No, he just doesn't have gear at this
Ooh,
level.
Carnage Reaper.
And also, until the update, like I wasn't really having problems holding them and stuff like that. All right, I was gonna change my pet
That's
for
some
the
sort of-
week.
That's some sort of bug right now.
Calico Tritium. No, they increased their defenses. They increased their save bonuses and hit points and stuff.
Oh.
I don't know if they increased their. I think the Reapers they increased their hit points, but I don't remember exactly. They made them tougher. That's the real thing about it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Plague Reapers are really scary now.
Yeah, the Reapers are a lot scarier than they were.
I'm just making sure I have my my trapping thing.
Do you have GH on you?
I don't
do
think
now.
so. Thank you.
Which one of these is the auto kill button? Is it this one? I think it might be.
Another plague reaper. Holy cow! What is going on?
They're definitely testing us.
I've run across an R10 and gotten fewer reapers than this.
Remnants back here.
Get him on the way out. Reapers.
Jeez.
I know.
God love 'em. Wow.
Wow.
I'm gonna take some of these souls.
Yeah.
If someone else, can I have a soul? Ooh, that wasn't
There's-
very many spell points. Ooh, 62 remnants. There we go.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm up to like
I haven't-
6,000 remnants on the hardcore server.
I haven't cracked
wow.
15 in I haven't cracked 15 in like 2 months. It's like I have Drac luck all of a sudden.
The RNG is working against you, huh? Yeah, he's dead. Champion's dead. Access denied.
Ooh, owie.
So, other than football, anything else this week that somebody caught that was fun?
Man, we had a serious lightning storm this weekend.
We just had bad rain like 3 hours ago.
Oh,
It was probably the same
Yeah.
storm front, actually.
Well, I
it
don't know. This may be
postponed
related
the,
to hurricane.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say this may be related to the hurricane as well. What we're getting.
The heavily guarded
I'm gonna assume that what we
Nope.
got was not related to the hurricane, since
No,
we're
not you.
literally on the opposite corner of the U.S.
It
At least the
Canada.
contiguous.
Not
Um,
you. No.
But no, we had just a ton of lightning strikes, or I think I saw something like 200 strikes in an hour or something like that. And some of them were like, they were like lighting up the sky bright, and like 15-second
Spider.
long rumbles of thunder.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know, it was
See,
kind of
I'm
wild.
in the Midwest. We get those quite often.
We don't get those here. It postponed the Washington Husky football game for like 3 hours. Game was supposed to start at 7. I think it probably more than that, actually, because I think they were still postponed at like 11 o'clock at night. I don't think the game finished till like 2 in the morning. And they lost, which made it even worse. But
Yeah. Yeah, the Cubs have done everything possible to not make the postseason.
Yeah, but they got a good chance now since Yelich broke his leg last night.
Who?
I didn't
Well, we'll
realize
see. There's
that.
only
I
a
didn't
few
hear
games.
that. Did he
Mhm.
really?
Yep,
I
he
missed
foul,
that.
foul ball off his bat into his fractured
No.
his kneecap.
My mom's gonna be
Ow.
really upset. She's a Yelich fan. They're out of the country right now, so. Oh.
Is that a
I'll
Brewers
have to
player?
tell her. Yeah.
He was the MVP last year. I thought you were a baseball fan.
Not in major leagues really anymore.
Oh, okay. Yet
For a
you
couple of
have
reasons.
Yet you have a Seattle banner behind you every DDOcast.
That could have gone
And?
poorly.
What's your
Wait a
point?
minute. I just got lost here.
I
Hold
just
on.
don't follow baseball as much.
Up.
Yeah, I know up. Hold on. But
Question is how to go up.
Yeah, there we go.
No, I haven't. I really haven't followed baseball like I used to since I got out of college. Because when I got out of college, I stopped having a paper every day.
What's a paper?
Newspaper.
Yeah,
It's a lost
I
idea.
know. I used to. I
One of the
delivered them
arcade
for like
things
6
of the
years.
past.
But
Mythical papers.
well, it's just. I mean, it's so many games to keep track of, right? Like football, the games happen on 3 nights of the
Remnants
week.
back here.
A couple of them. Football games happen a couple times a week, right? And you can kind of catch up. You have like a whole week to catch up, whatever you missed.
8 and
Sure.
4.
Yeah, absolutely.
Baseball, if you don't check for a couple of days, you've missed 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unless you're a fanatic, and then at that point, yeah.
Well, but like a paper though, like you can catch up really everything you need to know, and for at least your team, the local team, but kind of generally speaking, the whole league, you can read the sports section in 20 minutes and have a grasp on enough of a grasp to know kind of what's going on in the majors. So, and it's just not the same doing it online, really. Part of it too was, I was reading the paper while I was in class, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. The Red Dwarf cast is in the middle of signing for season 13. It's only been 31 years.
That show's still going?
Yeah, they're gonna do.
Oh, they're doing
couple
another one?
seasons.
That's kind of crazy. That kind of
it's,
screams, we're actors who aren't getting any work. Let's go back to the thing we've
Actually,
gotten work for.
that's what the problem is they're all so busy. They're
Oh,
all
really?
like superstars over there. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
So yeah, so all of them have their own shows except for one of them, but I think he's more of like a private type.
The guy who did the plays the robot, he was the host for Junkyard Wars when it
Yeah,
first
Robert
started.
Llewellyn. Sure, yeah.
55 remnants. Doing good tonight.
Yeah, no, where are mine?
I don't know.
Pass them over. The game has decided I missed approximately 2 weeks of playing. I am going to suffer for it.
Did you get my package, Keith?
I did indeed. That was pretty nifty. What are the 2 little statuette? Not the dwarf.
Oh,
but-
come on! Those are great. What's the name of the quest?
Cold Chamber?
Yeah.
No, not this quest. Dragon Heist. That's a dragon.
Oh, okay.
'Cause it has
Oh,
the-
those are
it
the things
it
we're
has-
chasing.
Yeah,
Ah, I
that's
see,
right.
I see,
And
I
plus, there's
see.
a little dragon on the.
Well, I saw that, but I mean, I still. I hadn't
Oh, that's the
seen-
shape. That's the shape of the coin. They're not circular.
Yeah, I would never have guessed coin. Pillar to a building, perhaps. Many other things, maybe, but coin wasn't anywhere
Nope.
on top of my head.
Well, one of
Wow.
them I painted.
It's been a
one of
while
them I
since we got a
painted-
Reaper.
One of them I painted gold, and I
Ow.
didn't like the way it turned out. That's why I did a second one.
Well, I blinded a Carnage, so that's handy.
We were held up by some.
Uh-oh. I see.
My bird just killed him too. That's awesome.
So Patrick, I sent my players 3D printed tchotchkes for playing in my DDO night,
Yeah.
D&D night game.
Yeah, they're
Is this
pretty
you
nifty.
trying to
They're
rub
right
in
behind.
rub in that I'm not playing in your game?
No, no. Why,
I
would-
think-
why,
I think-
why would I rub something in, Patrick? That's not like I don't play on the hardcore server or anything.
I think it's a competition.
That was you dying was not my fault. I
Say it
just
was.
doing a check-in because it's fun.
Uh-huh.
No, so has anyone listened to the Damsels' latest show?
I haven't.
No.
So they have a section where they're talking about like a couple of them have died. Like Drac died and Saba died.
Saba died.
Yeah, and
I was
and
there.
all
I,
I
saw,
could.
I wasn't there, but we were online and I saw it live
Yeah, we saw Saba die.
because it popped up on the screen and I'm like, no.
Well, so all I could hear while they were talking was the End of the Woods song. No, it's your fault and it isn't mine at all.
I started watching it. I'm gonna have to watch the rest of it.
Well, it's the
Well-
not the podcast, not them playing.
Ah, okay.
Go the wrong way.
No,
The way to go is up. Remember?
No, I hear
Cover
fighting
this.
though. I can't figure out where
Alright.
it is.
You're done.
Okay.
No, you're not. Ow.
I can make that
Sure.
jump.
Didn't dance him. What happened there? Stupid spell resistance.
There we go.
It's okay. I'm getting all my death out now before I go back to hardcore.
There you go.
Ooh, lots of remnants.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're just showing off for Kasplat. If you...
Yeah, you're like, oh, I die all the time. What are you talking about?
It's still early in the quest. I should still take the tops.
Oh yeah,
top
I'm
going.
sure. I'm sure I'll drop at least once here. Oop, hello.
I don't like that. The cut of his jib.
It's even worse
Marginally
like
in
this
my
for our
defense, like the bear's not here, so I'm playing frontline fighter.
cat. We have a bear.
You could let the cleric do that. I would probably do it automatically anyway.
The bear. We have a bear. He just doesn't complain as much.
Wow. Shots fired.
Across the bow.
Famine.
Famine Reaper.
You're talking in both games, in game and
I do.
a Plague Reaper coming up. Incoming.
All right. Hi,
Oh,
friend.
he moved. Hate him when they move it like that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez. That was right in the face.
Nice. Nice.
I went the other way. I'm
I
all
killed
alone.
him.
You?
With Saphira's help. Saphira stunned him.
Oh dear.
Oh, and you
Oh
found your
god.
own Fury.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Ah, he'll be fine. Went well so far.
Need to use
Oh, I
my
did make it.
fiendish arpeggio on those things. That seems to be the best thing I have for 'em.
Yes. All right.
Ooh, we got a remnant.
Must be like beginner's luck, because I'm kicking butt over here.
Ooh, Plague Reaper.
Not healed up from the last one.
Speaking of which,
Oh, and a Famine Reaper. Wonderful.
they can't see. They'll be fine. You know, when you are stunning everything and things die, like when you push other buttons, being a monk can be pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, I like Monk for, especially with the bird. Like, it's got so many kind of utilitarian things it can do. I really wish I was playing a character with more hit points on hardcore, but
Back to hardcore again.
I don't know. Plus 8 tone might help with that a little.
We're shrine soon.
Yeah. Through the trap that apparently we're running through instead of disabling.
Yeah, I thought I searched.
That's because our rogue is just that good.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
no,
Okay.
this
Need to
isn't
try
help.
search item.
Oh yeah, displacement. That's like why I'm playing this build. Woohoo!
Oh, looky.
Boom. And a plague reaper, of course. Oh, hey, I got it dancing for once. Nice.
It's always a good feeling, especially after the update.
How doth a reaper dance?
Actually, I don't think they really do anything. I think they just sit there.
Hauntingly?
I don't really know because it doesn't strike me as it must not be like very noticeable. You know, it's not like an orthon dancing.
No.
You might want to use the shrine fen. We're not coming back.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I'll use it then.
I mean, I have tons of pots on me. Did set Finn up to be able to solo again. What stance am I in? Ooh, wind stance. That sounds fun. A couple buffs here.
Wait for me. Okay.
Mass buffs.
Anybody need a song refresh?
Yes, please.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
good.
Yes, please.
Hey, why
Ooh,
can't
very
I target
nice.
that guy?
I punched him in the face with that, but that was nice. I'm gonna have to cast a spell
Welcome to
to cure
the-
poison.
Welcome to the DDOCaSplat concert hour. Oh, remnants. Ooh.
So have you grown weary of the fiddle yet?
Not really.
I still
Um,
like it. I've
I
heard
mean,
quite a
here's the
bit.
thing. Like, it gets old quick, but I like
But
it
it's
better than
not
the
the
other than the other options. So.
And it's short and to the point, so
I mean, it's the same length as the other songs. It's just the thing that is a little annoying is that it's like everything I cast, like even scrolls. It's using that. Like I'd rather it just be the bard songs. That's probably the thing that's annoying about it more than anything else.
Well, yeah, because that just doesn't make sense. Why would you be playing the fiddle when you're using a scroll?
Because bards like to sing all the time. More bats behind us.
I want to rock and roll all night and part of every day.
Party every day.
It's on a movie. It's the role models. No, I want to rock all night and part of every day. that's what Paul Rudd says, I believe.
More bats. Come on.
Okay.
Just put up an ice storm. They'll die.
What's your bear's name?
I don't know. Well,
Soulstone?
now he's dead. Oh, he ran through the trap. He wasn't supposed to do that. I don't know. Tonight we can call him Arcot Jr.
We call him AJ.
AJ.
What I'm learning here is if you miss DDOCaSplat, you get mocked for the whole.
Oh, is this what you guys are doing when I'm not here?
You'll have to watch to find out.
Well,
I've watched 90% of it, but I feel like I've missed a few things.
like
Definitely
when I had
my
no
name
power and everybody was giving me crap. Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah,
what
but
happens.
Josh got bonus points, like 10 bonus XP for being a kiss ass.
Actually, I think it was 100.
Hey, bribing the DM is a
Is a legitimate.
Yeah,
Apparently an
tactic.
effective tactic. Yeah.
legitimate strategy.
Of course, when Patrick's never here, then I post funny pictures of him on the stream. Oh, there it is upstairs.
Should probably do something like that. And like that. Dipole.
Stupid troglodyte stench.
Hey, I'm doing okay. Shear's an absolute murderer, but I'm all right.
Yeah,
31
she is.
kills.
Look at that. 166 kills. Oh my god.
It's all the bats.
She's not even doing inquisitive.
Yes, I am.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like you're shooting one crossbow right there. Maybe.
It's because I'm using a rune arm.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like I'm slower
Whoa.
than I should be. Let's fix
That was almost a fun time. Oh,
Hey,
can't
Mr.
say.
Beaker.
Yes, sir.
The answer to your question is up.
Yeah.
Well, I almost didn't
I've
go up right there.
I've discovered that if you have
Bad.
displacement on yourself, it's harder to see where the hell you're going. So
Oh, speaking of displacement. Yeah. Uh-oh.
it's
That's
just a little bit of a visual distortion.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so the lag is only in the game. All right, excellent. I didn't fall,
That's good.
and I'm on my way. Two good things.
Come on.
So, confessions of a hardcore addict. I ran a handful of quests here before doing them on hardcore. Like I ran Tower of Frost here to kind of refresh my memory on where to go,
Sure.
and I looked up a
Sure.
guide, so
Can be a tough quest.
Have you?
I
have you
checked
done
out.
that?
I went into Sharn just to see to make sure it wasn't gonna get me killed. See how much damage they're doing.
Have you done Tower of Frost yet, Saphira? That's a newer one.
We did
No.
90% of it, and Patrick came and rescued us from it. And
Oh, okay. 'Cause that's not an easy.
Can you
Okay.
remind me, which one was that, Fen?
he didn't. That was the one where you fight you go in through all the rooms. There's the room with all the hedges and stuff.
It's like 9 levels of. It's just like
Yeah.
9 small rooms that are
I-
ostensibly
yeah.
That's
stacked on top
right.
of each other.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
And we didn't complete because Patrick was like, "Hey, do you guys want to go run like 17 quests in the time that it's going to take you to run that
Yep,
one?"
I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that quest. Plus the first time.
Okay, who keeps stealing my gems?
I don't know what you're talking about. The first time I ran
I'm gonna
that
call
quest,
you
I got.
Beavis.
First time I ran that quest, I got the rune arm with the books right off the bat. There's a
Oh,
rune arm.
yeah.
There's a rune
Nice.
arm that throws the books in that one.
You know
Let's
what?
see,
I
I
wish
think
you could
that
do
one-
is
one of the only-
cosmetic rune arms so that they would use the shot. That'd be kind of neat.
I like the snowball. I like the idea of the snowball more than I
Yeah.
actually like the snowball.
Oh, sure.
There's nothing wrong with the quest. It's a good mix of what's going on.
No, it's a nice
it's-
D&D quest.
Yeah, it's not a popular quest mostly because the loot in it isn't really that notable.
Right.
It's very niche, and even then it's more cosmetically niche, like the snowball, which you could
Yeah.
cosmetic the snowball, which is kind of fun.
I mean, that would be a perfect like first edition D&D quest.
Well, I saw Strimtom, I think, create an ice build that was specifically geared for the snowball. That's been several years back.
I'm
But
gonna clear the. Oh, great. Plague Reaper. I'm gonna clear the top and run from this Plague Reaper. Yeah. No, I'm gonna die from this Plague Reaper.
No, you're not.
yeah,
Where is he?
guy's a show off. I come back week 1, think it's gonna be me. I can't pull a death in if I wanted to.
Oh,
Wow,
Remnant's
I'm
too.
lucky that my my soulstone didn't drop all the way to the bottom.
Yeah,
It landed on a
fine.
ledge.
Where-
Oh, is that a thing?
Well, if your soulstone drops, like it literally drops on the ground, and if there's no ground underneath you,
Yeah, I've been at the bottom of a lava pool before.
Nice. Oh, don't fall.
Does anybody? Where are you at, Patrick? Are you above us still?
no, I'm below you. Remember, so okay, dropping things go down.
Well, but you didn't quite say how far down. Okay, I think I see you there.
It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
gotcha.
It's
So I
definitely
already
more
have an
down
episode. I have an episode title.
Well, I was still working
Explanations-
my way up to you.
than how gravity
I-
works.
Explanations in Gravity. That's the name of this episode.
That Isaac Newton fella was onto something.
Did you see my my show title for D&D night?
No, and I didn't get all the way through your D&D night either. I got about
Did
halfway
you
through.
did you get to the part where they came up with their plan on what they were gonna do?
Oh, you mean the part where like Lessa couldn't roll anything but a 1 to save her life?
Not specifically that, but hey, there's a key.
But yeah.
Looks like a key on the ground.
Or
Oh,
one that-
you probably dropped that.
Yeah, that's probably the key that I. Wow, is it interesting that it didn't land in the
Oops.
same place?
Actually, I'm gonna go get that remnant there.
I have a couple keys too, and
yeah.
do I need to go down?
No, well, we're all going down now. Actually,
Okay.
I'm just killing
I
stuff
thought
on the
the
way
title
down.
of the episode was "The Way Is Up."
Would work. Now I thought my title for D&D night this week was pretty
I
darn
didn't
good.
see it. What is it?
The kidnapping of Rona.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Partly because it's a great bait and switch episode or bait and switch title. Not what you expect it to be.
Are we going all the way down? Or is this
Of
where we
course.
switch?
Not quite all the way down, but
Yeah, because I kind of lost you guys. Oh, there we
At
are.
least now we can use the jets.
yes, for this one.
Yeah.
These things aren't as dumb as they look. They are certainly leading us on a wild.
This is kind of helpful though, because I am kind of loosely expecting to make a run at getting the Reaper XP in hardcore. So it's nice to know how to what's likely to kill me.
Now,
Plague
after
Reapers.
after you get your rewards, though, if your character dies, you don't lose those rewards, correct?
Correct.
That's good, at least.
I actually could probably be
First
wearing
one
my
survive kills
my
me.
cosmetic eyes, but I forgot.
Can we see those? I know the
The eye
footprints can only be
makeup?
seen by
Yes.
you.
The bloody
Okay.
footprints.
No, the bloody footprints only you can see those.
Right.
Yeah.
But apparently that's a request, a huge request to.
Yeah, that's it's pretty lame. Well, I'll agree.
Shirza +8 intelligence goggles, deadly +6.
Oh, no thanks.
Anybody else?
No, thank you.
So what I am wearing is one of the cloaks, because I'm still the Tharani cloak, which is
Yeah, I
a
like the
displacer
Tharani.
beast. Man, we need displacer beasts in this game. That'd be
Oh,
good.
I can.
It's just a cat. It's just a cat with extra tentacles. That's all.
Well, and displacement, but yes, I know it's not. It just look cool, you know.
Yeah. I would.
Don't get me
Well,
wrong.
We got,
It's
we got Audiugs, so that's a step up.
Yeah.
So
So, how do you get the displacer beast? I can't remember.
it's just a cat with 4 tentacles, I believe, 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's like a coral and different.
Oh boy.
Crybaby.
I mean, it's not like, you know, Umber Hulks have kind of a neat mechanic, which is lame in this game. Drowned have a
Yeah,
neat
they
mechanic,
ruin-
which doesn't exist in this game. So it's not like a mechanic's interesting monster. It's just kind of a fun monster.
Yeah, I like the Displacer Beast.
A Gorillion would be kind of fun
There's-
too.
There's a few cool monsters that we could really do with in D&D. DDO, I mean.
What's your top one that you want to see?
I'll tell you what,
Everybody
Displacer
wants to see.
Displacer Bleach is up there for sure. Well, some of them you can't because
Remnant.
of copyright. Believe it or not, Carrion Crawler is part of the Forgotten Realms. Although we could probably see it in here, but there is a handful of monsters that they hold on to like really hard. The
The Reaper here.
Beholder is one of them, but we already have that here.
What do you, like,
uh,
Beholders of the Forgotten Realm monster?
Yeah,
well, no,
no, but
it's a wizard's
it's one of those. It's an original. So where the big copyright problems always came into play was, well, did something exist before D&D? Like, was it part of
Like a goblin or
yeah, or like orc were orcs around? Well, yeah, because Tolkien kind of created orcs. But then what are the other things that were created just by D&D that kind of everybody else has adopted? And one of those was Beholders, Carrion Crawlers, things that have specific origins in D&D.
I mean,
Dark,
I'd like-
I don't know how this thing is paralyzed and still going under the.
it's a
they do that.
buggy. Yeah. So to answer your question, I mean, I'd have to think about it, but there's a lot of really obscure monsters that
I think if given the option, and it'd be a tough like sell because you'd only be fighting a toe or something, but like a Tarrasque. Seeing
Yeah,
that
but,
from a distance
so,
would be
It's
pretty
Tarrasque could be fun, but like you're only gonna fight one.
it's not.
You know,
It's
it's
not,
gonna be
it's
like
not,
a raid
it's not
boss kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not practical.
Yeah.
You would be.
Well, it doesn't
I
have
mean,
to be
dragons.
practical, but
No, but it isn't though. I mean, dragons are hard enough to do. I would think for DDO.
But you would just do a body part essentially. Like
I guess jump on myself.
it's supposed to be the greatest monster of all. So.
I mean, there's things like a basilisk or a cockatrice. You know, stuff like that.
Chimera, something like that.
Yeah, a chimera.
that would be a good one.
A Hydra would be
A
cool.
Sphinx, like an honest.
See, a Hydra,
yeah,
a Hydra would be
see, a
cool, but how do you do the mechanic?
Yeah,
that'd be tough.
I agree. That might be because that might be hard to parse. Although I think there's some other MMOs that have something similar. Because Hydra is from Greek mythology, so
Right.
that's not one that you'll see that one in other
It's not
games.
proprietary,
Yeah. So there was a lot of different creatures that were created as part of D&D that you won't see anywhere else. But whether they'll let them use it in DDO, that's another story.
I would imagine they wouldn't have a problem with it.
With these movies coming out, though, there can be restrictions on stuff like that. And
Sure.
I don't think you can restrict a mythological creature though.
not mythological
Not a
creatures,
Hydra.
but if somebody says, well, I want to put a Beholder in a new 5th edition computer game, well,
Yeah, but they're not gonna not let you do a Beholder.
No, they might because of.
If you're making a D&D game, they're gonna give you Beholder. It's
No,
too
the-
iconic in
Yeah, it's like
D&D.
You'd be surprised.
that Rust
Well,
monster.
they'd be stupid if they didn't.
No, it's not a question of stupid. It's a question of whatever the movie companies decide. I mean, that's the bottom line, unfortunately.
We don't need to save this thing. You can kill it. We've got plenty of kills, so.
Ow.
I think you mean Shirza has plenty of kills.
Nice.
Yeah, Shirza pretty much got conquest for us. So. Well, that's nice. I was right there when the ambush hit. That's excellent.
Let us hope this gives us access to the source.
There's Rem chest here too.
That's probably not a good place to have the cat hop on my lap. Alright, thank you.
Oh, I heard her go, really?
He was definitely interested in being more important than what I'm playing.
It's kind of typical for cats, isn't it?
It just depends. Only when you just got ambushed. Other
Alright.
than that, they'll typically
We're
leave you
going
alone.
down.
Like all the way down?
All the way
I
down.
like way down.
We're gonna go backwards. Pro trick here.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what you have to do, isn't it?
No, you can keep going forward and run through that section and fight more stuff, or you can run backwards and use the air jets and go up.
Hmm.
I mean, the air jets
I
are not
probably
original to this quest, so you actually couldn't do this before.
Shearza currently has 250 kills.
Oh yeah, people complain so much about the Mario-ness that they added the air jets.
Well, I mean, it is pretty
I think-
Mario. They usually
think
try to
all
avoid too much Mario for like storyline flaggy kind of quests.
I think, haven't the air jets always been here?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
That are not original.
Surely did not. Shroud was out when I started though, so.
No, I think that one doesn't turn on until you get to the top.
Alright. That could have gone worse. The whole no feather falling in here thing is interesting, to say the least.
Do you want Featherfall?
No, I'm fine. Uh-oh.
Do you not have a featherfall item?
I
You just-
almost guarantee that I do. I'm iconic, so my boots probably are feather falling, but what's the fun in that?
Some people would ask, why not put?
What-
Why would
what's
you
the
run
fun in
without
falling?
Featherfall and beat yourself head against the wall so much? But
I've been doing okay, I think.
He's got that curly hair to cushion it.
And a lot of it at the moment. Probably gonna have to get a haircut. This hippie's gonna have to get a haircut soon.
I ran the Giants Vault quest, which is a solo quest, out in
Yeah, I know
the
it.
rest, not the rest of the Isles. The Dreaming Dark Island. I can't
Dreaming
remember what the
Dark.
name of it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, I like that quest. I mean, it's different. But
It's actually
yeah.
one of the quests that I ran it. I ran it on here, just because I
To
haven't run
refresh.
it. Yeah, I haven't run it in like
I haven't
forever.
run it in probably 4 years. Yeah.
And I ran it here fine, and then I went and did it on hardcore, and I kept like whacking my head and getting knocked off the jumps. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's super. That's a real Super Mario one.
That one you can pull a jeweler's toolkit from, which is kind of cool.
So I was on hardcore with Beaker the other night, and he was looking for Dex 3 gloves.
Oh, jeez, this
And
again.
and I thought I had sold my Dex 3 gloves. So he went and bought some from the auction house. Guess what I got in my mailbox? Your Dex 3 gloves have sold.
Yeah. Big,
Oh,
big criminal.
Can I just kill that guy, or is he red named? No,
He's red named.
he looked orange for me. That's okay.
Ooh.
I don't have any wind type thing right now.
It's okay. He's gonna die.
Pretty quickly too.
Oh, I don't have an XP pot running. That would have been a great time to use an XP pot.
keeps me in the running with you anyway. What level is everybody? 17 already? Assuming.
I'm actually holding for I'm in 19, but
I'm
I
holding
should probably not
17
go
for
low.
some reason. Here's the chest to use that first key we
I-
got.
I just hit 18.
Yeah, I just hit 17 in this quest. So, and I can catch up in an afternoon, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, XP is not that hard, but it's still kind of like, oh, I remember right as the quest finished, I'm like, all right, I don't have an XP pot running, and I was thinking I would use it here because I forgot to use it at the last quest we did last week.
You're
You know, it's-
saving it for.
Well, I love it
For
when
a
like you time these and you kind of run this long. I mean, that took us almost 50 minutes, and it's great when it's like, oh, I'm gonna run this quest for 50 minutes without a pot on, and then use it at the end, right? No, I just didn't use it.
The water of this ancient pool
Yeah,
still
this is
feels
one of the
Gonna go do
longest
running with
quests in the
devils.
game, I think.
It
It's up there.
depends.
47 minutes. Well, 47 and a half minutes.
Well, we also run it on R3, which is gonna slow you down a little bit. I think I've seen people run it in like 25-ish minutes.
That's still relatively long for.
Well, but I mean, if that's your speed run, then yeah, it's kind of long, right?
Yeah.
Portal's up.
See that?
Let's kill a portal.
Oh, tripped me. The end of my song. Butthead.
Oh, can I hit a portal? I might be able to.
Probably. You probably hit it better than I can. Probably have
Yeah, not too
adamantine
bad.
fists. Well, I guess you don't. You're not that high a monk, so never
I
mind.
don't know. Is the ice
I
storm
do
going to do
have
any
some
damage?
for epics, but
Something's
Oh, it
doing
is.
damage.
Yeah, oh,
Ice
nice.
storm will, because it's bludgeoning, right? Like some of its
Yep.
damage is bludgeoning, and there are like nothing
Ooh.
that's. I can't think of anything that's actually immune to bludgeoning damage off the top of my head.
Skellies, well, not immune.
The skellies are like
Are
All but
extra weak.
that's-
I mean zombies. Zombies.
they have DR against
Opposite.
bludgeoning, sure,
Yeah.
but that's a weapon. That's not. They're not resistant to bludgeoning damage. They have damage reduction, bludgeoning. Those are two different things.
Mhm.
And since that's a spell, it wouldn't care what their damage reduction is.
Ah.
an ancient stronghold of the Eladrin.
This ought to be fun.
Deep below you.
Yeah, let's go run with some
Those who are
devils.
most trusted are allowed access.
Get blasted by light.
Mm-hmm. Well, they say running with the devils, but it's really running with the angels, isn't it? I mean,
Sort of. I mean, there's that side part that it's running with
Yeah.
devils, but all the quests out here are named after rock songs. Or metal
yeah,
songs?
that's right.
I don't know.
forgot about that. Yeah,
Including the newer
I think
ones.
so.
That was kind of an Easter egg thing they did.
Did you hear that, Sherza? They called us angels.
Oh.
Yeah, well, we're thoughtful guys. There are no
They're just
traps
trying
in
to
here,
butter
correct?
us up for some reason.
Yeah, just wait till later in the quest. We'll let you know.
We'll just hide behind. We're just gonna hide behind the ladies on this quest, so you know.
A distraught human beckons you closer. He is garbed in the robes of the 12. Psylocke has placed an aura of protection on you, keeping you safe as you attempt to free Tolar.
Not that safe.
Feel a strange
You should have seen this spell this cleric Selamos cast on me once.
Salimus?
Salamus.
I think it's Salimus.
Oh, protection from death.
I've
Yeah.
heard both
At what level?
pronunciations.
At what level do you get that?
Just
no
the grotto.
Okay, let's focus on my actual job for a minute.
This quest is gonna be a little rough. At least for me.
Can't be too much rougher than the last one.
Yeah, it absolutely can. These things are harder. These things are harder for me to
Oh,
do
you're
things too.
tiefling.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
Well, it's
are.
not. It's not because I'm tiefling. It's just like they have high spell resistance and I actually
yeah,
got
you
through.
can control.
Ooh, lightning bolt. That's fun.
This quest is probably pretty exciting
Is
on
it that
hardcore.
button? I feel like it might be
We
that button.
cruised through it.
Of course you did.
The door to the
I mean, we had a really good group though, so
You know, that's the thing I found out with this.
This,
With hardcore, if you got a good group, you can quests or not, it's not as big of a deal.
we also
we
ran
were-
it on elite too. So
Like we were really scared of doing waterworks, but then when you got a good group going through it, it's not so bad. You know, it's the random stuff that kills you, right? Like a kick-ass champion in a bad situation or something like that.
Oh, the champs just made this game worth playing again, really.
I mean, if you've got a really good group going and you can really leverage that aspect of the game, and you know, people are paying attention a little more, and I mean, like we made a point, and we came in here, everyone was like, "Yeah, let's make sure we get the Gailies first," and you know,
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, there are certain quests that they're gonna be.
woohoo!
Ooh. I got blowed over.
I got blasted.
Let's see.
What I'm really noticing here is my own lack of self healing, because I don't have heal. I only have cure critical wounds. Heal does a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely. I'm also suffering from that, and I'm the cleric, so.
I think I'm suffering from that more today than you are.
Whoa!
Somebody go flying off.
I
Almost.
just have a lot of
Yeah, you were hanging in there by your toenails, I think.
Yep.
make them blind so they can't punch me, and that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody asked me on hardcore how I like playing a cleric. I said, well, I like it. They said it's safer, and I'm thinking, not necessarily, because
Well, have we talked about your death yet?
nope, and we're not going to.
Glorious death it was. It's good.
Okay.
I don't think
Ooh,
Ken
ouch.
Watanabe would call it a good death.
No. Ooh. Ow, ow, ow.
Was it at least a heroic death?
No, it was
Nope.
one of the worst ones that could be
Cowardly
said.
death?
No,
Nope,
not even.
Not
Nope.
even.
She wasn't
Nope.
even in a quest.
Nope.
We'll just leave it at that.
And I know what slash
Oh, that's
death does,
right.
so I didn't slash death either.
just go over to my my Discord channel and you'll see all the.
I read it. Actually, I read
Okay.
it. I didn't realize though that it was the trap room. I thought you died on the.
Oh, so okay, so
heroes.
now the word is out.
I had to.
Oh yeah,
Ow. This thing's
that's
That
fair game.
blasting. Eesh.
Oh crap, dude. Sorry, I just caught it right there at the last second.
Ooh, thank you whoever did that.
That was me starting to do my job.
Why can't I do this spell? Oh no, there we go.
How long, Patrick? You ready?
Yep.
Okay. And how long, Kevin?
2, 1,
Okay,
clear.
coming your way.
Thank you.
No problem. Probably should focus more on that. Seems like you guys are getting hit a little harder on this one.
Well, I've been trying to be careful.
Ah, you're doing just fine. Being a sword. Kicking butt. Taking names.
The champ Gailey.
Let's go ahead and just kill him then. Did it work?
Yep.
Dead.
Feels feels like it worked. That bird is mean. Way meaner than I am.
Did you use the
They're
bird,
awesome.
the instant kill from the bird, or?
Yeah. Ooh, I barely dodged that lightning strike. I didn't even see it coming. Singe the hair on my, well, the not hair on my
Another
little
skirmish
chin.
between the
The fuzz on your little head.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Ooh.
That's not cool. I'm spinning.
I see. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, he did
I'm
not
gonna
like
take a
that.
break. Just a little nap. I'm okay.
Alright, I'm using the shrine.
I'm gonna come back for it in a minute.
Oh, alright. You can do that.
Let's do that.
I wish I had shout.
To let it all out.
No, it'd just be a good spell for this quest. Doesn't have spell resistance, has a stun effect on it.
These are
Yeah,
the
he didn't catch the musical
No.
reference.
I
there.
got the musical reference.
The sound of oars taking birds toward
And you call yourself a bard? No, I'm just
Yeah. Nice.
I've been fleshed to stoned.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Quit slacking
That's
off over
interesting.
there, dude. We're busy.
Slacking off. Up here in the front, killing everything.
Standing there playing
Oh.
like you're a statue and stuff.
Pretending I'm killing everything.
Oh no. Yowza. Do I have dots on me?
Possibly.
Yeah, one of them was one of those champs.
Yeah, it was a pretty vicious poison dot. A couple more seconds of it. Be out of it. Whew. That was a mean little dot. 180 some a tick?
Yeah, I think that's what's killing a lot of people in hardcore, actually, is the champ dots. You get a couple stacks and they burn you up pretty good.
bridge to
Mm-hmm.
the west is raised.
No joke.
Find a way to drop it and
I guess we're
continue
not
your
going back
rest
for that shrine.
You got plenty of spell points, what are you worried about?
Sure.
Gotta go upstairs. Oops. Got this
Grammys.
breakfast.
Oh, Remy.
Plague Reaper. It feels like the first Reaper in this quest.
Yeah, that's what
I feel like our Reapers have reverted to the mean after a hot
Yeah, no
start.
kidding. Yeah, well, we gave him 18,000 in coal.
Even that, it was like a whole bunch at the beginning of Cole, and then didn't have very many after that.
Yeah, I think we had a brief break and then several more and then not anything else for the second half of the clip. You're
I'm gonna
right.
be on wands here in a bit.
The bridge is low.
Well, then go back.
We go back and shrine.
Way back.
It's not that far
It's
back.
not that far back.
Just jump down.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, you're already there.
Do we not want to do the doubles part?
We will. I'm just shining first.
Wait a minute. Where? Okay, so now I'm lost again.
Oh. Apparently.
That way?
East.
This way?
Jump. Go down to the east.
Okay, I see it now.
Does Dance of Clouds stack?
You mean the blur thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. The water light water finisher is 25%.
Yeah,
spell
spell
saving.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. I usually run in water, just in solo mode, which
Yeah.
I, haven't.
Water's
hasn't
probably
done-
become the most popular stance just because of falconry.
Sure.
Like making a monk with wisdom to hit is just
Insane.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's insane. I've had way more fun running this
Just
monk
'cause
than my actual monk life.
I mean, consolidating your
Ooh,
attack stat with your DC stat is just great,
Oh yeah.
and then you get the bird on top of it.
Yeah, and all of its DCs are right there, and of course you need assassination to top it off,
The
but
devils are
I've got some gloves
I
for
don't
that.
I don't get the assassination because I take the tier 5 in Shintao instead. But
Ooh.
ooh, yeah.
I more so meant that
You know,
it
they're
uses
just
assassination.
they just keep following you.
Yes, I know that.
I'm trying to kill
Intentional.
one of them. There we go. I got a champion. Anyway.
Remnants back there.
And we are
Yeah, let me go
officially
back.
running with the devils, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the running with is that they're running alongside you from this on this
that's
track.
right.
That's why they call it running with the devils.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, 3. Ooh, I'm not gonna be able to hurt
buddy.
that one. Oh, there's Mr. Reaper.
Ooh.
Ooh, 3. Ow, that was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you. Well, Bravo on standing up. Relatively impressive.
Oh no, I still had 2 hit points.
Yeah, I know. Like, well, that's what I mean. Like, not falling down after a tough hit like that.
The bearded devil steps out of the portal,
Ah.
eager to do battle.
Man, it's hilarious because I'm not dying today, but as soon as I start hardcore, like probably tomorrow or whatever, I'll probably die like day one.
Have they said what the last day of hardcore is?
November
60
15th?
days.
Okay.
Yes, the answer is yes. Do I remember what the day specifically is? Loosely.
Okay.
I know I'm going to be
Halfway
gone
through
like the week
November.
before it ends, so I get like a week less of time.
You should be capped on your third TR by then, the way you're running.
Not really. I mean, we've tossed so much XP down the hole right now. Because I've been
Wow.
at 20 since like last Friday, Thursday or Friday.
So what are you running?
Well, we're
20
doing all the
just
favor.
Favor.
You can't take if you take 20, you can't run anything in
Yeah,
in
that's right.
heroics. So, and you
Well,
need
you
all
only
those
have
to get.
4 levels below you. Is that?
Well,
Mm-mm.
there's a hard lockout. If you're level 20, you cannot run heroic content. Period.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, were they gonna change that though?
They talked about it, but they didn't.
Yeah.
The stairs lead up to a
Let's just
well-lit
find whatever wants to be blinded. Oh, sorry, Shearson.
The magical barrier imprisoning Talon has been dropped. Free him immediately.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you for keeping me alive.
Yes, thank you.
I think you would have survived anyway. It just looked scary for a second.
Talon transforms and attacks you. Infernal chattering echoes through
It's
the
taking a sweet time transforming.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, really.
Sometimes the DMs are a little funny, right? It's like he transforms and attacks you in 3 minutes from now.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite ones is in Red Rain. When you meet the tiefling, Zolkish, and he teleports away, the DM says something about how he looks, and then immediately says, "But you're too busy dealing with his other dude to notice." Like, if I'm too busy to notice, why did you tell me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I noticed.
survive the ambush.
Woot.
The fiendish aura surrounding you dissipates.
They're way less intimidating than the Galeys.
Right?
We going back to Meridia?
The last one's kind of around the corner. Figure
Is that the
we've got enough time with it.
Let Sleeping Dust Lie?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to turn off my
Improved precise shot. Yeah,
yep.
you do.
Well, you need to kill. You need to get rid of the bear.
Yep.
Alright. I might, just for the moment, move off the attack all stuff. Can't you, like, kill them all until you pick the book up anyway,
Yes,
though?
that's true. You can.
Okay, so I'll wait then.
Usually, what people do these days is clear the whole bottom level and
Uh-huh.
then pick up the book.
Well, it's a
Down
lot
in the
tougher
water here.
to fail that way.
Yeah, you lose a chest if you kill any spiders, regardless of when you start. But
Submerged beneath the lake surrounding
What's a
Meridian.
chest these days, huh?
This
yeah, it's not really that big a deal.
is a convenient, if wet,
I mean,
practice
I like
for avoiding the
chests. I like
crimson
loot, so
fog.
I'm
You
okay
enter the
with
submerged
doing it the right way as
beneath
well.
Meridian.
You notice how you changed the wording there really quick.
Yeah.
Loot. Yeah.
Hey,
Chests have
everybody,
loot. What's the big deal?
That's the classic Howard Wolowitz joke. Let's see if I can remember how to swim here.
let's see if I can-
Do we go down here?
Still clings to you as
You always go
Yeah.
left if you can.
A curious
It's hard to
Elijah
explain,
stands anxiously
I
awaiting
find. Just know how to swim it.
Mhm.
I definitely put my underwater action on before I got into this entered this quest though.
Oh yes.
On hardcore. It's like,
I'm still kind of trying to figure out what the underwater action on me is. But I know my way, so
you'll probably be fine. So
I should be fine.
You said that before, then Patrick died right away.
he was fine. I wasn't.
Yeah, I was fine. I still feel pretty good about the whole deal. This
So
is
I
one of those spots
so I
though,
don't
that you
need
can
to
totally
turn-
get lost.
No, you can kill everything right now.
No,
Okay.
for now you can, but if you have to, we'll let you know.
I mean, I'm still gonna focus on killing the ogre just because it's easier that way. But
Oh,
Yeah.
that could have gone worse. I was fine. It's like you're a freaking psychic, man.
I think prophetic would be more accurate. It's not really psychic.
Yeah.
He's a Seahawks fan, so it's more like psycho.
Well, you see, I
Wait,
don't.
splitting up the party.
Huh?
Or are we killing spiders? I don't. Yeah, I like the idea of that.
And found the book already.
Yeah,
Do you guys want to clear it or just move on with our lives?
I think we'd be okay. Just don't kill spiders.
All right, let me dismiss my owl
Alright,
there.
I'll pick it up now then.
Freshly written words inform you that the spiders are not the real threat here. Their lives must be preserved. The ogres that control
let me move my mass suggestion to a different key here. There we go.
Mm.
Immune?
punches, but-
Ah.
What?
I guess I need mass charm, not mass suggestion. Well,
Oh,
Probably.
you only have to kill the ogres. It's like the slave.
Actually, you know what?
yeah.
What's
but,
really
yeah, but it
easy to
kinda-
run in here
Slaver's
is an acid sork, because all the spiders are immune to acid.
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
never thought of that. Yeah, but that kind of takes my cone of cold out of
Ooh,
the
there's a
equation
famine
here.
reaper over
Yes,
there.
there is.
There is he?
He's coming.
He's coming to say hi.
Hmm.
Very friendly Reaper.
Actually, maybe? Where's he at?
Where are you at?
I think we already got him.
Perhaps he
Oh
thought
no.
Oh, he's not dead yet.
He's over
I've
there.
had him targeted the whole time. There we go. Now he did.
Boop, he did.
There's a way to tell where the book is, and I can never figure out how to get the book to spawn.
Do you create it spawning? I thought
Well,
was
usually it
built
doesn't
in.
spawn until... There it is. I got it. So that's the one we need to go down. Eventually.
I'm following the bard.
The book is typically there, but like sometimes I can't seem to find it for some reason. But you can see where the book is to start, and then...
There's a couple different places it could be.
Well, it's one of three, right?
I
But you can
see.
tell which
Yeah.
one of the three it is before you actually go anywhere. Ow, barrel. Stupid ogre magi.
Right?
He's back. He's back.
And he's dead.
Which path is the name down today? That's the question here. Careful blowing up barrels near spiders. It will kill them. Oh, look, a plague reaper. Not this way. Perhaps behind door number 3. Oh, look, a Carnage Reaper. Oops. We got all quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Concentrating on not killing things.
Killing. Yeah, exactly.
It's hard.
Can't indiscriminately kill anymore.
No.
Hey, vey.
Oh, did I miss a chest? Oh no, I didn't miss a chest.
No. Comes later.
So I asked Siri what her favorite movie is, and she said, "I don't really have a favorite. But I hear that 2001: A Space Odyssey got some good reviews.
Found him.
I kind of feel like
Who?
she's threatening me.
Kazi falls.
Yeah,
Hey, we're
that
gonna turn around.
movie's an acquired taste.
No, that was Siri's answer.
Oh, Siri.
I asked Siri what her favorite movie is.
Yeah.
And the guys who,
Oh,
the people who
they're-
program Siri have a little too much time on their hands.
Yeah, and speaking of which, Apple just upped the streaming game a little bit. Although let's have them get a little bit of better programming though. With their announcement yesterday,
What's their announcement?
$4.99 a month for their streaming service. And if you buy a new Apple device, you get a year free.
Do they have any content I care to watch?
There was one show that looked actually pretty good.
They dropped the trailer for C.
Yeah, that's the one. That was the one that I saw that I thought looked pretty good. The other ones were like kind of like I don't know, Jennifer Aniston comedies, and that doesn't do anything for me. We'll see. I mean, they might have. I mean, there might be other things that they got going on. They just. I mean, anybody and their mother can get old movies and put them up. You know, those things are
Cheap.
everybody has them. Yeah. Like just about every streaming service out there is running Star Trek 2. You know, stuff like that. The new iPad looks cool though.
Oh, is it different?
It's bigger. The standard one is bigger now. So the what was a 9-inch is now a 10-inch, and it has a keyboard and the equivalent of a USB port now. They don't call it a USB port, but that's kind of what it is.
Well, it's probably the Mac version.
Yeah.
'Cause doesn't Mac have like a different port? Or no, I guess they use that's
No.
just their charger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their charger
Yeah, the
port's
charger.
different.
Remnants back here.
Ooh, remnants.
And then the new iPhone is, of course, killer. Oh, the watch actually looks. They made some major changes to the watch that I think are.
Oh.
It has an always-on display now, but the battery usage is they've trimmed it back so far that it's not going to affect battery usage at all.
Disclaimer: nobody's been paid by Apple to advertise
Yes.
their product.
On DDOCaSplat.
I've actually been thinking about getting a laptop, and I was thinking possibly the Surface.
You know, if I
but
could
I'm not
afford,
sure.
if I could okay, so
We're gonna jump down.
Let me stop you there. Where are we jumping down?
Just down.
So Surfaces are okay. I have one at work. It's a couple generations old, but they do have limits. The hard drive size and the RAM is limited. There is a point where you cannot get it upgraded any further.
I'm not really
Whereas
looking for like a gaming computer.
No,
or just like a...
I know. I'm just letting you know.
Rep chest in case you didn't see it.
But the iPad or the Mac Air and MacBooks, way more upgradable. Ooh, here's a Reaper. I mean, you can expand those out quite a bit more.
I mean, the Macs are just generally better, aren't they?
I would love to own one. Unfortunately, in my line of work, Windows is king. So, but yeah, I think the hardware is better. I think the performance is better.
Yeah.
It's just certain things. It's just certain things you can't use with it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're into gaming, you're limited. That's just the way it is. That's never going to change, unfortunately.
One of the main reasons I'm thinking about getting
Holy cow!
Oh.
I've never been able to jump up here before.
one of the main reasons I'm thinking about getting a laptop is to I might like my next what I do with my pen and paper group next. I'm probably just gonna like reuse some fantasy ground stuff that I'm doing for the side project I'm working on right now. Like I think I want to use the same thing, but and then I could do that at home, but I would need another. I would either need to like take apart my computer and move it to the room that we play in, or I could have a laptop and do it that way. So.
Sure. I mean, I run Fantasy Grounds on a Ubuntu Linux machine laptop, and that works. It works fine. And also, that's the same basic technology that the Macs use. It's not a whole lot different. It's basically wine. Oh, hello.
The other option would be just to find another little computer to put down there. Because I have my backup computer that can be the one for the players, and then.
I mean, laptops are always nice to have.
Yeah, I've actually been. I've most of what I was using my laptop for, I just use with my iPad. So. That's always been kind of an easy out for me, and that's worked a lot better too. Because I had until my laptop died, I was using that, and that thing was a brick. Because it was.
Yeah, I have older laptops too, and some of them are pretty heavy.
Yeah, I mean that was from 2003 and whatnot. But now,
really heavy.
And it was a game. It was like a mobile desktop. Was literally kind of what they kind of marketed it as like a gaming laptop, mobile desktop kind of thing. So it was pretty beefy. And now what I ended up kind of using it for once I had a desktop was mostly like at work I would do like mostly really basic text typing kind of stuff, or browsing the internet or whatever, which I can do on my iPad, and I can watch Netflix and stuff on my iPad too, which makes things a little more. It's just the iPad's worked out way better than my laptop ever did. So, but it's also right now it's kind of hard to justify. Like I'm gonna buy a laptop just so that I can do this one Fantasy Grounds thing. Makes my life easier, but
yeah. Well, and the Mac laptops are not cheap, and that's their one.
If I did it, I'd be looking to get like a cheap, not expensive, kind of something they can run Fantasy Grounds and a couple other things.
I mean, you can get a MacBook Air for $1,000, a decent one.
That's more. I'm thinking like $300-400 kind of expenditure.
Be careful then, because Fantasy Grounds has some graphics limitations.
Sure.
You need to have. It will always run better on a computer with a graphics chip. You get the Intel, and you're going to be hating yourself later.
Thank you.
And especially with, I don't know what the requirements are going to be for the Unity thing.
Yeah.
So. We split up?
Possibly.
Oh, a little bit.
I saw a Fear Reaper this way.
There's a Reaper.
I conscripted some ogres to help.
Owie!
Did you find the other trap?
Yeah, I did.
Yay, can we kill everything?
We can.
Awesome. Maximize. I missed it.
Red is done.
Blue's done. I don't actually remember
Ooh.
what orange is.
I'm about to do orange. Let
Just-
me know when we're
just-
ready.
Just start spinning it. We're
Okay,
good.
it's done.
Oh, damn
Holy
it.
cow, dude.
Ogre, I was going off against the Ogre Mage back here.
I think you were losing that fight.
It was close. We were about to kill each other. But somebody saved my butt.
Yeah, you're
It
welcome.
must be Keith on mute. Oh, no?
I was healing you.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Keith. It's funny when we notice he hasn't talked in a while, right?
Yeah. I think I do.
Keith. Nope, he's out.
Taxi.
Yep.
Well, thanks for watching DDOCaSplat. We'll be back probably next Wednesday. It might be a little late next Wednesday. I got some stuff I got to take care of beforehand. We should be back. Don't forget to check out DDOCast.com for our weekly news and discussion podcast and past shows of this, or you can find us on YouTube and live on our Twitch page, twitch.tv/DDOCast. Check out DDO.com to play free for yourself. You can find out more about that. And you can also find out more people are streaming, and you can check out twitch.tv/DDO stream for the official DDO streaming calendar and all the people playing there, as well as D&D night on DDO stream Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern. And you can follow me on Twitter at DDOcast. Thanks for watching.